Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of the 20th of September 2024. Essence. Sweet children, you have to become God's helpers like the Father. The Father comes at the confluence age to serve you children. Question. How is this most auspicious confluence age the most beautiful and benevolent age? Answer. It is only at this time that you children, both men and women, become most elevated. This confluence age is the middle period between the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. It is only at this time that the Father opens this godly university for you children, where you change from human beings into deities. Such a university doesn't exist at any other time throughout the whole cycle. It is only at this time that everyone receives salvation. Om Shanti. The spiritual Father sits here and explains to you spiritual children. Whilst sitting here, you first remember the Father, because He is the purifier. Your aim is to become pure and Sato-Pradhan by remembering Him. Your aim is not just to reach the Sato stage. You have to become Sato-Pradhan, and this is why you also definitely have to remember the Father. Then you also remember your sweet home, because you have to go there. Then you also need prosperity there, and this is why you also have to remember the land of heaven, because you have that attainment. You children know that you have become the children of the Father. You take teachings from the Father and will then go to heaven, number-wise, according to your efforts. All the rest of the living souls will go to the land of peace. Everyone definitely has to return home. You children also know that this is now the kingdom of Ravan. In comparison to this, the Golden Age is given the name Kingdom of Rama. There is then a decline of 2 degrees. One is called the Sun Dynasty and the other is called the Moon Dynasty. Just as there is just one dynasty of the Christians, so this too is just one dynasty. However, there are the Sun Dynasty and the Moon Dynasty in this. These things are not mentioned in any of the scriptures. The Father sits here and explains to you, and this is called knowledge. Once heaven has been established, there is no need for this knowledge. You children are taught this knowledge at only the most auspicious confluence age. It should definitely be written at your centres and at the museums in big writing. Brothers and sisters, this is the most auspicious confluence age, which only comes once. They don't understand the meaning of the most auspicious confluence age, and so you also have to write, this is the confluence age when the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age meet. So the confluence age is the most beautiful and benevolent age. The Father says, I only come at the most auspicious confluence age. So the meaning of the confluence age is also explained to you. The end of the brothel and the beginning of the temple of Shiva, Shivalay, is called the most auspicious confluence age. Here all are vicious, whereas there all are viceless. So surely those who are viceless are said to be the highest. Both men and women become the highest. Therefore, their name is the most elevated human beings, Purushottam. No one, except you children and the Father, knows that this is the confluence age. It doesn't enter anyone's intellect when it is the most auspicious confluence age. The Father has now come. He is the seed of the human world tree. He is praised so much. He is the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of bliss, and the purifier. He grants everyone salvation with this knowledge. You should never say that salvation is received by performing devotion. Salvation is only in the Golden Age, and that takes place through knowledge. So he would surely come at the confluence of the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. The Father explains and makes everything very clear. New ones come just as they have also come every cycle and will continue to come. The kingdom has to be established in this way. You children know that you are the true helpers of God. He would not teach just one person. One studies, and you then study with that one, and then you teach others, and this is why this big university has to be opened here. Throughout the whole world, neither is there another such university, nor does anyone in the world know that there can be such a thing as a godly university. Throughout the whole world, neither is there another such university, nor does anyone in the world know that there can be such a thing as a godly university. You children now know that the God of the Gita, Shiva, comes and opens this university. He makes you into the masters of the new world, deities. The souls that have become Tamo Pradhan have to become Sato Pradhan again at this time. At this time all are Tamo Pradhan. Although some Kumars, Kumaris and Sannyasis do remain pure, nowadays there isn't that purity. Souls who come down remain pure at first. They then become impure. You know that everyone has to pass through the stages of Sato Pradhan, Sato, Rajo and Tamo. At the end, everyone becomes Tamo Pradhan. The Father now sits here and personally explains to you. This tree has reached its Tamo Pradhan state of total decay. It has become old, and so it definitely has to be destroyed. This is a tree of the variety of religions, which is why it is called an unlimited variety play. The tree is so big and unlimited. Those are non-living trees that emerge when you sow seeds. This is a variety picture of the variety of religions. All are human beings, but there is a great deal of variety amongst them. This is why they speak of the unlimited variety play. Only you know how all the religions come number-wise. Everyone has to go back and then come down. This drama is predestined. It is the wonderful drama. The wonder is that such a tiny soul, that is, the Supreme Soul, has such a big part recorded in him. The Supreme plus Soul is called God. Param plus Atma. You call him Baba because he is the Supreme Father of all souls. You children know that it is the souls that play their whole parts. Human beings don't know this. They say the soul is immune to the effect of action. In fact, those words are wrong. You should write in big writing, souls are not immune to the effect of action. Each soul receives the fruit of whatever good or bad actions he has performed. Souls become impure with impure sanskars, and this is why they go in front of the deity idols and sing their praise. You now know about your 84 births. No other human beings know this. When you tell or show them the proof of their 84 births, they ask, "Are all the scriptures false?" They have heard that human beings go into 8.4 million species. The Father now sits here and explains to you that, in fact, it is only the Gita that is the jewel of all the scriptures. The Father is now teaching us the Raja Yoga that he taught us 5,000 years ago. You know that we were pure and that we belonged to the pure household religion. That would not be called a religion now. People have become irreligious, that is, they have become vicious. You children now understand this play. This is an unlimited drama that continues to repeat every 5,000 years. No one could understand anything of hundreds of thousands of years. This is a matter of just yesterday, when you were in the temple of Shiva, Shivalay, and today when you are in the brothel. Tomorrow you will be in the temple of Shiva again. The golden age is called Shivalay, or heaven, and the silver age is said to be semi. You will stay there for so many years. You have to take rebirth. This is called the kingdom of Ravan. You became impure for half a cycle. The Father now says, whilst living at home, become as pure as a lotus. Kumars and Kumaris are pure anyway. It is explained to them, you must not get involved in a household where you would then have to make effort to become pure again. God speaks, become pure. You have to listen to the unlimited Father. You can live as purely as a lotus whilst living at home with your families. Since the Father is saving you from becoming impure for 21 births, why do you instill in your children the habit of becoming impure? You also have to renounce the opinions of your families and of society. This is an unlimited matter. There are many bachelors in all religions, but it is a little difficult to live with safety because they are still living in the kingdom of Ravan. Abroad too, many people don't get married, and they then get married in their old age for companionship. They do not get married with criminal eyes. There are many such people in the world. He is looked after very well, and when he dies, he leaves something to that person, companion, and gives some of it to charity. They set up a trust before they go. They also have big trusts abroad, which then help here. There are no trusts here in India that would help countries abroad. Here people are poor, and so how could they help? There they have a lot of money. Bharat is poor. Look at the condition of the people of Bharat. Bharat was crowned, and that was a matter of only yesterday. They themselves say that 3,000 years ago there was paradise. Only the Father creates that. You know how the Father comes down here from up above in order to purify the impure. He is the ocean of knowledge, the purifier, and the bestower of salvation for all. That is, He is the one who purifies everyone. You children know that everyone sings my praise. I come here into this impure world to purify you. You become pure, and so you first of all go to the pure world. You experience a lot of happiness, and you then fall into the kingdom of Ravan. Although people sing that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of peace, and the purifier, none of them knows when He comes to make you pure. The Father says, "You praise me. I have now come and am giving you my introduction. I come every 5,000 years at this most auspicious confluence age. I also explain to you how I come. There are the pictures too. Brahma doesn't exist in the subtle region. Brahma is here, and Brahmins are also here. He is called the great-great-grandfather, and there is his genealogical tree. The genealogical tree of the human world would only start with Prajapita Brahma. He is Prajapita, father of people, and so there must definitely be his people too. They cannot be a physical creation of his, and so they must surely be adopted. He is the great-great-grandfather, and so he must surely have adopted everyone. All of you children are adopted. You have now become Brahmins, and you then have to become deities. To change from Shudras into Brahmins and Brahmins into deities is to perform a somersault. There is also the variety form image. Everyone definitely has to come here from there. When everyone has come down, the Creator then also comes. He is the Creator and the Director, and He also acts. The Father says, "O souls, you know me. All of you souls are my children. You first adopted bodies in the Golden Age and played such good parts of happiness. Then, whilst taking 84 births, you came into so much sorrow. There are creators, directors, and producers of dramas. This drama is unlimited. No one knows this unlimited drama. They show such things on the path of devotion that they have become fixed in the intellects of people. The Father now says, "Sweetest children, all of those scriptures are of the path of devotion. There is a lot of paraphernalia of the path of devotion. Just as the expansion of a seed is the tree, such a huge tree spreads from such a tiny seed. There is also so much expansion of devotion. This knowledge is the seed, and no other paraphernalia is needed for it. The Father says, "Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. There are no other vows or disciplines. All of those come to an end. Once you have received salvation, there is no need for anything else. You have done a lot of devotion, and so I have come to give you the fruit of that. Deities used to reside in Shivalaya. This is why people go to the temples and sing their praise. The Father now explains, "Sweetest children, I also explained to you 5,000 years ago. Consider yourselves to be souls. Renounce all relationships of bodies and remember me, your Father, and your sins will be burnt away in this fire of yoga." Whatever the Father explains now, he has explained that every cycle. There are some good words in the Gita too. Man, man above means remember me alone. Man, man above means remember me alone. Shiv Baba says, I have come here. I also tell you whose body I enter. I tell you the essence of all the Vedas and scriptures through Brahma. People show these images, but they don't understand the meaning of them. You now understand how Shiv Baba tells you the essence of all the scriptures through the body of Brahma. He also explains to you the secrets of the drama of 84 births. I come at the end of this one's many births. This one then becomes the number one prince and goes through 84 births. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you spiritual children, and you spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence Vedana 1. Whilst living in this kingdom of Ravan, let go of the codes of conduct of impure family clans and the opinions of society, and accept the things that the Unlimited Father says. Whilst living at home with your family, live like a lotus flower. 2. Understand this unlimited variety play very well. Souls play their parts in this and are not immune to the effect of action. Souls perform good and bad acts and receive the fruit of those. Understand the significance of this and perform elevated acts. Blessing. May you make the Father's sanskars your original sanskars and have good wishes and pure feelings for all. Even now some children have various sanskars of feeling upset, of stepping aside, and of speaking and listening to others. They say of them, "What can I do? These are my sanskars." This word "my" makes you slack in your efforts. They are things that belong to Ravan, not to you. In fact, whatever the Father's sanskars are, they are the original sanskars of Brahmins. Those sanskars are of being a world benefactor and of having pure thoughts for others. Be one who has good wishes and pure feelings for all. Slogan. Those who have power are the ones who have a right to the treasure of all powers. Om Shanti.